Hello, everyone. TubeBuddy will begin in just a few seconds. While I talk, I am setting something else up. Today on TubeBuddy Support, we will be covering what it's like to plan content for TubeBuddy, SEO strategies, and more. These are your secrets. Well, really mine, but now they will be yours. And without further ado, let's go ahead and switch on over. How's it going, everybody? Out there in the world of YouTube, on the nice little plane of TubeBuddy. I hope you are all having a good week and a fantastic Thursday. Demi Hard. How's it going? Travel Bug. Can't wait for this. Me neither. This is going to be different. It's going to be new. And thanks to Surviving Jay for sparking some inspiration and some ideas for really something unique. And also TubeBuddy related as far as optimizing videos, especially live stream, which isn't really that much different, but there are some things worth noting, and we'll go over those things too. But one more time, once again, welcome everybody, those that are in here right now and those that are watching in the future. I hope you are having a good day and week, whatever time and day it is right now. Today, here's the agenda. I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to be revealing, exposing my content my content planning process when it comes to this live stream, and also just in general when I start thinking about content, start thinking about what's the next idea, where do I start, what do I look at, how far do I take it, and kind of how we end up here. Along the way, I'm also going to be optimizing this live stream in real time. Just adding more stuff with the things that I'll show you. So, I'm going to be talking about 3 tools. Maybe 4-ish. One of them is AI Title Generator, Keyword Explorer, and search positions. And for those that like some more AI glitter all over the place, I'm going to sprinkle in some ChatGPT. Really kind of put it all together and how I bounce back and forth to play with a lot of potential ideas. The focus is really on content, title, some keywords, and making sure that what I'm choosing is going to give me the highest chance for ranking as high as possible. Even though it's a live stream, it's a little bit different, but still, I want to rank as high as I can, even with this video that will be a video on demand after the fact. And if we have time, if we're lucky, maybe even talk about some tips for live streaming, including the setup for live stream and OBS for anybody that might be interested. So we'll see. We shall see. So let's go ahead and begin. Let's move over to the wild madness that is my screen so that we can see. Hey, Surviving Jay, the person of the hour to help spark this idea. First of all, I need to switch out a few things. Hopefully everything sounds good, no echoes. Let me know in case, that way we can make some adjustments as we move along. Pay no attention to what will happen right now, which will be the OBS you'll be seeing on screen. Hi, me. Okay. So, first place, there's two things I do. So my content planning process right here. First step, ideation. And that comes with research. My goal is to research and figure out what kind of ideas I can start thinking of. And that usually means what the audience is thinking, what our viewers are thinking. And so there are two places I like to look. There's a third, but the two main places are always in when you go to your channel. I think this is something that most people have. It might still be rolling out to certain channels. So if you don't have this, we'll talk about another alternative, a few alternatives. But one, in your analytics, there's a little research tab. And here you'll see searches across YouTube or your viewers' searches. I like to really stay here because I want to know what my viewers are searching. And so I immediately start to look, all right, motivation, gaming, trending, YouTube SEO, tutorial, gameplay, success, make money online, daily vlog, inspiration, and so on and so on and so on. And I like to look for content gaps just to see like, all right, can I fill in something here? But I don't want to just take this and run with it. What I'm looking for are ways that I can combine different ideas. So like YouTube SEO tutorials, gameplay YouTube SEO, which is something I'm going to be doing soon, is really helping find ways to researching keywords in the gaming space. I love gameplay and gaming, so it's going to be fun. And really incorporating a lot of TubeBuddy tools for those purposes, but also lifestyle, other things. And of course, the more I see your comments, the more I see responses in Discord, responses to community posts, I'll usually prioritize those. So, but once I have some ideas here, then I start to think about, all right, here's some info. Now I'll go to Discord, and Surviving Jay, you know this, and some others too here, that, maybe I'll ask and see, hey, what are you thinking? What do you need help with? And try to get info there. Once I collect some ideas, I'll start to think of probably some title ideas just off the bat. I like to begin with what's a title that's going to look good or that's going to sound good, interesting, with some of these topics in mind. But this is where I like to go to AI title generator. So here's this video. You can go to any video you have on your YouTube. Hey, True Gamer, how's it going? Go to any video. You could just open up title generator from here. And what I like to do is begin typing out an idea. So initially, how I started with this idea was how to rank higher with AI and SEO tools. Actually, rank higher on YouTube with AI and SEO tools. Click generate ideas. So I took just kind of a quick review, go into the audience tab, look into those analytics, see what the audience is typing or searching, Go to wherever your audience is, whether it's Discord servers or Reddit or Facebook groups, Twitter, whatever it is. Collect more ideas, and then based off of that, I like to look at, all right, here's one idea I can start with, and I'll take it to Title Generator and start to think of some other ideas to enhance that creativity, to spark action. I can get stuck in creator's block quite a bit. That creative block really messes me up. So having this as part of that process has been invaluable so far. Because once I start doing this, I'm like, oh, okay, I can just start reading it and my brain just starts naturally moving and processing. Dysphagia. Totally forgot the time. It's all good. It's all good. So here, now I got some more ideas. Get more views on YouTube with AI and SEO tools, how to rank your videos on YouTube fast, how to rank, 7 ways to rank higher. Like, okay, I might have some extra ideas, and from there, I'll start to mix and match. But let's say that, maybe I like this first one. So here's what happens next is I start to look at my first initial idea, and then I go back to Keyword Explorer. I keep this tab open, by the way. Keep it up, keep it going, and that way, because we're going to bounce back and forth. So now that I've researched some ideas, I have something in mind. I threw it in the Title Generator just to see what other ideas I can get from there. But before I go too far, I take that title, go to Keyword Explorer, test out what that keyword phrase can do for you and your channel on Weighted. Because really, these live streams are for you. Subscribers, viewers, our audience. So I'm always going to use Weighted. It's for us. It's our area. If I was doing something fresh and new and I want to bring some people into the channel that, isn't part of the community, maybe they might not be creators and are thinking about it, I might use unweighted instead. But for the most part, live streams are for us. Weighted, I got some info to work with. But there are 2 things I look for every time. One is search volume, but 2, what other ideas can I take from the related searches? And if I find something that helps, or find something that might be helpful for improving this title, then I might use it. For example, AI SEO tools. I can look at Google, do the same. If I don't see anything, it's good enough for me. Then I'll hit results. And then I start looking at what else are people utilizing. And I'm looking at the highlighted areas. So YouTube, rank, YouTube. Some SEO in there, cool. But AI, YouTube. SEO tools, rank, YouTube SEO, AI SEO, SEO, rank, YouTube SEO, AI. Like, okay, so I definitely want to utilize AI. I want to utilize SEO, rank, possibly, and nothing else. So, okay. So I get an idea. One thing that I do, a little extra in between, is as I'm writing out an agenda, an outline, I start to write them all down. This is a mess right now. But here, let's make that look a little teeny tiny bit better. But so I had how, and I don't know why I took it off here, but I start off with just that basic how to blah, 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 blah. And then I started to write down some of the other ideas that I was running into. So I'll come back. So let's say that I decided that, and this is just kind of walking you through this process, that I decided that, okay, this one might be a little bit better. So now I'll take that, come back to Keyword Explorer, research that one, and see what is sticking. What is the pattern here? AI SEO is still there, boost views, but already I'm getting a better score. Search volume exploded. So I'm like, okay, interesting. So then I can look at the results and get more ideas. So get more views, AI tools, views, AI tools, views, tools, views, secret. There's a secret there, so on and so on. Get more YouTube views. So now views seems to be a thing that could be helpful. So as I'm looking through some of these, and I decide that I'm probably going to want to use these later on, I'll create a new list and be like live stream, AI and SEO, whatever it is that's going to help you remember this list and save them there. So go back, live stream, SEO, it's saved, cool, go from there. Then I'm like, okay, well, AI SEO seems to be a thing. So, but before I do that, I'll come back, take the one that was becoming a bit better, generate a new set of ideas, and then go from there. Title generator has been huge. Yep. Title generator is amazing. As long as you understand that that's all that matters. Yep. 100%. So here we go. Now I get more views on YouTube with AI and SEO tools. And now I have AI and SEO tools. How to get more views. Like, all right, maybe. I typically don't like, these colon, but who knows? It's not about me. It's about the audience. So like how to get more views on YouTube with AI and SEO tools, get more views on YouTube. All right, so at this point, I'm not getting a lot of action, but I did see earlier that pattern of AI SEO. And maybe I should start out with that. But as I'm looking through this, and I'm digging through some of these ideas here, Google or even common tags, I'll see things like ChatGPT, as I did in this case. But I'll start thinking in my mind, all right, what are some other possibilities? So for example, right now, this was a decent one, so I'll add it up here. But I started to think of a few others. Tricks to rank higher on YouTube with AI SEO tools. So I threw that in there in title generator and decided, all right, is what I thought about the best, or could I mix and match some words that title generator can help me out with? So then there's 5 ways to use 3 AI SEO tools to help you rank higher on YouTube. I saw this earlier and it gave me the idea of like, all right, let me talk about 3. Title generator, keyword explorer, search positions, because those really are the 3 I use most of the time. And then there's more and so on. So I'm like, okay, but still every single time you look at a title, throw it in. Keyword explorer, keep digging through. So I continue to look through the results, and what I'm looking for is search volume, sometimes a bit of the U versus top rank to see how difficult it might be. But I'll continue looking at related searches, back to results, and look at the patterns. What are some other patterns that I notice? And right now, the AI SEO combination seems to be a thing, but it might mean something else. So I look at the videos just to make sure, is it relevant? And will my video fit in these results? So right now, I see best free AI SEO tools to rank number 1. Okay, but rank where? Not sure. Here's one YouTube SEO, but no AI related. How I ranked on Google using AI SEO. AI SEO that rank AI SEO. Nothing about YouTube quite yet. On Google, not YouTube. Same thing, Google. So now I'm noticing a pattern that here's one YouTube SEO AI tool. And it has 6,000 views. Noted. But for the majority, it's Google. So now I know that I might be mixing myself in with Google solutions. So people that are trying to find SEO solutions using AI on Google, I might end up negatively impacting that CTR because they're there for Google, not for YouTube. And so I might step back from that. So in this case, I'll come back and keep looking up some other ideas. But so one, I noticed that AI SEO. So I'm like, hey, what about AI SEO hacks to rank higher? What does that look like? And as that's searching, I'll come here in title generator as well, generate ideas, have it working double time for me, and continue looking through those results. See the pattern. So rinse and repeat this whole process for a while and jot down all the title ideas that you've come across. That way you can track some of those things and maybe even A/B test later in case things change. You never know. So I left a bunch of these. You see 3 powerful, smart, intelligent TubeBuddy tools. What do you get when you combine just all sorts of weirdness? You get the point. But as I rinse and repeated this process for a long time, I landed on exposing or revealing my content planning process and TV SEO strategy live. Like, okay. So actually TB wasn't in there, but we'll just leave it in here for example. So now after all that research of digging, so quick recap, digging into the audience tab in YouTube Studio, and then collecting some info there of what our viewers are searching for, and then going into where our viewers like to hang out, where our audience is, where you are, Discord, mainly. Said what's up, got some more info, came into title generator, tested an idea, went to Keyword Explorer, measured that idea, played with more, collect all the ideas up until I looked at everything. I'm like, all right, what feels good? What feels fun? This looks good. Now, here is where I take it to ChatGPT. So I'll go to ChatGPT. Hopefully everything's still, yeah. So I'll go to ChatGPT and I have a prompt that I like to use, which is your task to create. So I assigned it as a creative consultant. Like, oh, you're going to be my assistant and I want you to help me with making things better. If you're interested in the prompts I use, comment or reach out in Discord. I'd prefer comment in the video, help support the video. And I will send you some prompts. But if Discord is better, let's keep it in Discord. So here's one prompt that I like to use is your task is to create an engaging and SEO friendly title and description for a live stream. And there is what I used. Please utilize the key points and learning objectives. So as I'm writing out that this live stream and even for videos, I have just key points and a learning objective. What are the points in that live stream and what do I want you to take away? And we're going to be talking, as we're talking already, title generator, which helps me spark and brainstorm ideas, overcome creative block. 2, Keyword Explorer helps me determine which of those ideas and related keywords have the highest potential for ranking my videos as high as possible. And then we're going to use search positions after all this to help me verify, to actually test where the video might end up ranking. But the next is a learning objective for this stream. It's using a combination of TubeBuddy SEO tools, like those 3, and how it's a smart and powerful way to combine AI and SEO tools for ranking higher. So what it gave me was Unveiling My Content Planning Process and TubeBuddy SEO Strategy Live. And so, lo and behold, our wonderful, wonderful video here. Actually, is that the one? No. Right here. Unveiling My Content Planning Process and TubeBuddy SEO Strategy Live. So I thought, like, you know what? I like unveiling. I think that's a much better word than revealing and exposing for obvious reasons. And so, and then really that, just my content planning process. Surviving Jay, you talked about it. And, you know, I'm like, you know what? That's pretty good. Why don't I talk about it? So, and that gives me an opportunity to talk about those three tools. It's more interesting. And TubeBuddy SEO strategy, you know, and you know, it's all related around SEO. So all of these ideas, as I rinsed and repeated, I eventually got to a point where, and with help from community, with info from the audience tab, and from data galore on Keyword Explorer, I stuck with Unveiling My Content Planning Process and TubeBuddy SEO Strategy. So now, here is the next part, which is search positions. And before I jump into that, I'll also mention the title generator list also is ordered from best ranked to least best ranked. You're interested in that prompt. I like it. I'm glad you're loving it, Surviving Jay. Yeah, so, and sometimes you'll see, back to Nick, from best to least. Yeah, sometimes you'll even see some duplicates. If you do, just keep generating. You know, we all know it's AI. It's not, we're not at tip-top shape. AI has barely been born and it's already growing, way taller than us. So it's, you know, give it some time to figure it out. But so with all of those ideas in mind, what I'll do, so let's say, for example, actually, why don't we do this? So, you know, when going to ChatGPT and testing out some titles, I'll also ask it, what are some variations? Usually from this point forward, and this gives me quite a bit, it gives me a description and I can play with a lot of those keywords inside. And sorry, I'm kind of backtracking here. I forgot to mention that I'll look at some of the descriptions here that ChatGPT gives me. And here's the important thing that you should know and should always do. If you're gonna use anything in that description, 1, test out any of the keywords in here in Keyword Explorer. This gives you data from a certain period of time. I know there are other tools out there that utilize GPT-4 with, you know, the internet. Test those out, feel out which ones work for you. I'm still testing some of the ones that work for me, but I'm testing out on the same question on ChatGPT, on Bard, on all these other variations, just to see if I'm getting the same results. And I'm not. So, this is there to enhance your creativity, spark some ideas, but take anything that you see here and go back to Keyword Explorer and see what it is right now so that you know it's going to help you. ChatGPT has no idea about your channel or your audience, so. But from here, as I mentioned, now kind of catching up, take that title and ask it, you know, give me 5 variations to this and play with those 5 variations up until you land on something. Personally, I just felt like this was great. I'm happy with it. I want to utilize it. But now to kind of follow my advice, throw that into Keyword Explorer. See what happens. Search volume, poor. All the way down, but now we're in a smaller pond. And personally, I want to kind of find a smaller pond, but why is it a smaller pond? So I'll click on results and whoa, I'm already number 1. in this particular place. Does it mean that not a lot of people are talking about their content planning process? TubeBuddy SEO strategy? Maybe. And I'm focusing on that TubeBuddy. So I want to make sure that I'm capturing people that are using TubeBuddy SEO. And those that are interested in content planning. I want to see? Come on in. So now I got this. Hey, TubeBuddy there again. Content planning. TubeBuddy SEO. TubeBuddy SEO. So now I'm really in a pool, in a little pond that is more about TubeBuddy than a really broad area of YouTube when it comes to SEO. Exactly what I wanted. So this is a great example of, your score is one thing, search volume is one thing, but always think about your goal first. And does it match? And the only way you're going to know whether or not this is going to help you with your channel goal is by looking at the data and making a data-driven decision about whether or not this is going to be good for you. So now, here's where I'll take all that, start throwing in some things, maybe add some tags to play with, which is what I did here. Threw in some tags already. Content planning strategy. And, but when you're planning a live stream, chances are you might not see a lot of these numbers. You might see some, but not a lot. Because, it's still waiting. So what I like to do still, whenever you do have your live stream up and public or ready, like in the future, as long as it's public, these numbers will come up. And now we can go to search positions. And naturally, you'll see your tags and the ones that are working, the ones that are not. But this is where we want to add some of those custom search terms just to test out and verify, will some of these ideas work? So for example, what does unveiling my content planning process give me? First in search results. I did not even need to go to Keyword Explorer to find that out. You can just do it right here and see, will it work? What about TubeBuddy SEO strategy? First. Nice. What about the whole thing? Oops. Whoops, sorry. Let's take out the exclamation point first. And it's really combining everything in there. So I really don't need to do that, but for the sake of example. So there's that. Now, all right, now I can go back. Watching myself. But in your tag list, this is where you can go and okay, this one was one I wanted to find out. So now I can add that in there. If I use that, I would not show up in search results. Even though that search volume was pretty high, I would not even show up. Whoa. Whoa. Are these hacks? Are these SEO secrets? Yes, they are. And now they're yours. So now I can do get more views on YouTube. Will I show up? No. How about just AI and SEO tools? No. You get the point. But now I'll go back to my list of ideas and do the same exact thing. Tricks to rank higher. No. And I can break it down into something smaller if I wish, or keep moving. Like AI-powered SEO strategy for ranking higher. How about that one? No. so on and so on and so on. So let's say maybe do one more. AI SEO TubeBuddy strategy. Third, check that out. And I don't even have it on there. So immediately I know, hey, this tag is good. This is gonna help me. This is one I want to use. So now that I know, and by the way, if it makes sense for you, feel free to keep some of these here so that as the weeks go by, you can see whether or not this changes, because you never know. Maybe this will change tomorrow, next week. Suddenly it'll start ranking, maybe not. You'll be able to start to see it change in rank over time if you just leave it here. But now that this is there, now we know this one works, I'm gonna add it to the video. So here, I'll put it in, hit save, and ready to go. If I wanted to, sorry, wrong thing. I can refresh the video. Oops, there we go. And there it is, ranking third, just like we saw in search positions to verify what will work, what doesn't. So now my content is there. It's planned, as I'm writing things out, as I'm thinking of the ideas, what people are learning, and, SEO, and when it comes to AI, SEO, and how I plan my content, I already had 3 tools to work with, and here's where we can talk about it, kind of break it down, and however way you want to do it. And this gives you a great way to just already throw in chapters. So when we're done, some combination of this stuff will do the same exact thing. We'll keyword research, we'll dig around search positions, we'll see if it works, see if it doesn't, eventually land on something and use that for our chapters after the fact, especially since Google will crawl those chapters and keywords and show it on Google search. So that ideation process, that planning process, ranking potential, and tracking is how I got to, is pretty much my planning, how I do this. Rinse and repeat. Recap. Look at the audience tab. Go to analytics, the research tab. Analytics, research. Take a look at what your viewers are searching. Look at some ideas, those ideas, see what might work, look for content gaps when possible, and start thinking of how you can be different in there. And what I did, because I had no idea yet, I also went to the community. Hey, what do you need? What do you need help with? What do you want the most? And based off that information, go back, come up with some ideas, and use Title Generator to play with those ideas. Let it spark creativity. Let it push you outside of that creative block into a different area to flow. Take some of those ideas, test it, or measure it in Keyword Explorer. Look at related searches, search volume, and results. Get more ideas from it. Look for patterns to come up with different style titles. Test the title in Title Generator, back and forth, and then go to ChatGPT and ask it. If you want to screenshot that right now, you can, and ask it, create and engage. Not just this, there's a couple other prompts I'll send you. Reach out in comment, Discord, how I can let you know, and then ask it to help you with that idea. Give it key points and a learning objective. Whenever you're planning your content, have an outline. Think of your key points. What are the main pieces of your content? And then out of all those pieces, what do you want them to learn? What do you want them to walk away with? Giving ChatGPT all the information of what you're doing is how it can give you a better response and better results. If I just asked this and stopped right there, the result would be entirely different. And it would be so broad, it would be generic, but this is why you don't use AI to do the things for you. You are truly the expert. And that means you already have something mapped out, and now you're asking another expert for assistance in getting something done. And if you don't know how to direct somebody, for example, if you are growing a team, you are the content creator, you are the lead creative director. If you have a team and you don't give them what your idea is, your vision, the details, the objectives, the goal, the vision, how far will that team and how good will that team be able to assist you when you don't give them information about what it is that you do best? Get those results until you're happy with something, and then test it again. Keyword Explorer. But go to search positions after and test all of your ideas. Verify your work. So there's ideation, researching, measuring, and verifying. Testing what will be good, what won't, and take anything that does turn out well for you, throw it in the tags, or ideally, if you still have time, take the tags that do work and throw them into the description naturally somewhere. That way you have even more space in your tags to keep exploring, to keep testing, to keep optimizing and adding even more keywords and phrases that's going to help this video get in front of even more people. I'm already almost at 500, but I think I can use TubeBuddy Support in here, and if not, I think it's already in here somewhere. Yeah. So I don't even need this there at all. I can keep it out. But if I'm ever curious about, how that term is helping this video, then I'll add it as a custom search position. Oh, it's already in here, I guess. I think I have to refresh. Let's save. Oh yeah, I have to save it. Now, search positions. So now I can, even though it's not in my tags, I know it's in my description, but I do want to see how this tag is helping this particular video with where I'm ranking. Pretty much it. That is the content planning process. And if there's any secret or trick or hack or strategy, anything at all, it's that combination of tools, but the real secret weapon here is search positions. Use this. Really, really use this. Really, really use this. Search positions is incredible and powerful. Probably my top favorite tool to use, and my own personal, what I would call my dashboard, because I don't do anything without testing and seeing in here. You can add as many custom search terms as you want. Or actually, you can, but the first 20 search results are checked. So after those 20 results, it's not going to say whether or not you're in the 30th or 40th position. It's just going to tell you whether you're in the first or up to the 20th position. But you can keep adding all these custom terms. Keep it light. If you already know that something's not working after a while, get rid of them. For like these, if YouTube SEO tutorial isn't going to help me, then I'll take it out and move on until I find something better. And of course, I can take it out and still check it, keep it there just to see where it goes. All right. I haven't looked at chat for a little bit. Hello, Samson. Thinking in 5 years you could put just a title in and none of what you put. The AI will know exactly what you're wanting. Who knows? I was not expecting AI to happen this year, and I was not expecting it to grow to the levels that it has at this point. So, number one, and it's a 40-minute-old video. Rockstar. So here's OBS. Oh, by the way, TubeBuddy is the software that you need in your life permanently. For real. You need to think about it as your marriage. You have your ups and you have your downs with having it in your life. Yep. Things happen. And we all make mistakes. But there's ways to work together and just gotta be creative about it. And those ways are helpful. So, that is my content planning process. It doesn't have to be yours, but feel free to steal it and use it for yourself. I like to focus on results-related searches, search volume primarily. Everything else that kind of is in the back. But your channel goals might be different from mine. Keep it all in mind. But more importantly than anything else, have a channel goal and look for the data that is going to help you make a decision on whether or not the keywords you're looking up are going to help you with that particular goal. Cool. Hope this is going to be your most watched videos. So helpful. Yeah, hopefully. So, last but not least, a little bonus tip for y'all. If you're interested in streaming live, I encourage it. I think it's a great way to connect with your audience, with your community. OBS can be a little tricky to understand. If anyone is looking for a special video or special something about how to set up OBS, what does everything mean, let me know and I'll go more in depth. But for now, I just want to show you a little bit about my own setup on, what this looks like. Let's not blind ourselves, I guess, with this inception of a thing. But, so, you have different scenes. I have different scenes for each, so I can go back here, call it a day, and, have all my different graphics going, floating through, switching back and forth. Even that countdown is its own little media, where it has a transparent background and it just counts down every time it starts. And coming back, the audio mix is really where it gets a little wild for me. It doesn't have to be this way for you, but you have your music going, and I have a couple of audio filters, like a compressor, which will lower the music as I'm talking, and then come back up when I'm not talking. So it's a side chain. I'm side chaining that through. This could be a little more for those of you that are music producers that can follow. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Again, I can go more in depth later if there's something that you want help with to improve your live streams if you haven't done it. And then a limiter to make sure the music doesn't blow up. Same thing goes with my voice, except this is where I'm going to lose you, because you don't have to do this. You can just plug in your mic, find some plugins like that compressor and EQ and a couple other things to suppress noises, and you're good to go. But as a music producer, I have Ableton, and I have a whole, I have a complete signal chain, a voice chain of everything from my voice, from EQing, compressors, fresh air, which adds, I can talk about it later, limiter, that reverb and wild, wild voice. It all comes from here. Only here at TubeBuddy Support YouTube channel, blah, 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 voices and stuff. And I run these plugins where it goes into it kind of sends an outward signal where it goes outside of Ableton, and I can pick it up here in OBS to have a nice more personalized voice that I like to use. And pretty much it. But settings, this is where, it can get tricky, knowing that, all right, YouTube will give you that a key, or if not, you can just sign in, which I did. That's easy enough. And then just setting up all these, settings to make sure, you got it all going. I want to go more in depth maybe one day if there's enough, interest. If you haven't live streamed before, again, I encourage it. OBS is a great open source tool for accomplishing that. You can add your own graphics. You can really do a lot with it, and go from there. But it does come with a learning curve sometimes if you don't know anything about video, bit rates, audio, any of that. There's a lot of info out there, but I'd be happy to make a side series or do a special stream just for technical. This is TubeBuddy Support. It's not just TubeBuddy. I'm here to support you. I want you to make good content. I want to help you connect with your audience. I want to help you with your ideas. If you want help with writing out a title, if you want help researching keywords, let me know. And I will focus these live streams on that, on helping you get a set of keywords, coming up with title ideas. These workshops are here to help you get it done. And that's why I'm here. So don't forget. What is your opinion on Stream Duck? Or Stream Duck? StreamYard? Stream Duck. I don't know. I don't have an opinion. Stream Duck. Oh, yeah. Better Stream Deck software. Stream Duck. Or Stream Deck? No, Stream Duck. I see. I've never used this before. Thank you for sending it. I will take a look and give you an opinion. I've been a big fan of OBS, mostly because, at first open source, it looks like this is open source too. But also how long it's been out there and how many plugins have been built. I don't know enough about Stream Duck to know whether or not they utilize the same plugins. It looks like they have some kind of plugin ecosystem, whatever that is. Looks interesting. I'm gonna play with this. Yeah, there it is. The Stream Duck API. So probably still new, but I like Node.js. That's very cool. And has command line? Okay, I think you might. I'm already having an opinion. OBS WebSocket plugin. Cool. Okay, so managing Elgato Stream Deck devices. Gotcha. This is pretty good. So here's the thing. StreamYard. All right, well, I guess Stream Duck is a thing too. And it's for Stream Deck. So I don't have Stream Deck. I've been wanting to get one, but I've also been looking at alternatives. I'm a very DIY, so if I can get it for free, I can use my phone and convert it into a Stream Deck. Another way is you can get a keyboard. Let's say you have an extra keyboard. You can assign each of those buttons on a second keyboard as your Stream Deck. So you don't even have to pay for that. And then, I don't know, make stickers for the type of, buttons that each thing will do. That's what I'm gonna do. Make it cheap, recycle, reuse, help the economy. Or the planet more than the economy. But StreamYard, same thing with StreamYard. I haven't used it, so I can't really have a strong opinion. I have used it a little bit, but what I just naturally always gravitate to open source. And so my overall opinion is that, use what works for you. But personally, I'm for anything open source. And when I have a bit more control to be able to move things around or craft something or build a bot for chat using my own system, connecting APIs just for more additional things, the better. When there's something that doesn't give me a lot or will charge me for it, then I might not use it. For example, StreamYard logo in your streams. No, I won't do it. I'd rather use Streamlabs, which is a variation of OBS, if I didn't know enough about OBS or video bit rates or just all the technical things and didn't have time to research and learn about it. Then I'd use that. But the only problem with Streamlabs is that it's bulky. It's really, really bulky. So if you don't have a really good computer, operating system, all these things, processor, GPU, it could be taxing, especially if you're streaming a game at the same time. If you have a great setup, then by all means, that works too. But other than that, OBS just makes it really easy once you figure out what it is you need, because you can just set up your settings, and once you're done, you're done. You don't have to come back to it. You don't have to do anything. All you got to do is add your scenes, add your graphics, set up your audio, and save that to a collection, and you're done. You could always create different kinds of scenes or different profiles and collections. That way you can separate different channels if you have more than one. But other than that, it's plugins. The fact that I can just go to plugins and there's a giant library of plugins that you can just throw it in and it'll do it for you. For example, there's a plugin where it'll take your stream right now, and I don't have it on my on this one exactly, but it'll convert the last like 30 seconds or 1 minute, depending on how you configure it, into a short. It'll make a short out of this right now in the moment as soon as I hit click. When there are plugins that can help you do things like that, it'll move the camera exactly to where you want it. You can put the gaming in an area that you want. Everything that you already envisioned, no editing involved. It'll just shift everything for you. Do it and spit out a video file for you to use instantly. I haven't been. There's no way to push OBS away from me. I'm glued to it, but again, it works for me, and I like the technical aspects of things. I love understanding, video and audio and the way it comes out from this room into this microphone through wires and into your speakers and headphones. That's fascinating. So I love the technical stuff. But if you don't, there are easy ways to set it up. Let me know if you want help with that. I'm definitely would love to help you do it. Don't miss out on live streaming if you're not doing it. Definitely take advantage. I use Restream and OBS. Can't lie, may switch to StreamYard. Yeah, as I mentioned, if it works for you, Excelsior. But otherwise, find what works, what matches your preference. Makes sense why I like OBS. Give me all the technical. Give me a challenging learning curve. The more difficult it is, the more I want to figure it out. Can't help it. Are you a Linux user? I used to be. Wouldn't mind being one, but right now, no. Don't have, I might, as more AI comes up and I'm learning about bots and programming those bots. I've used to be a developer, so I want to kind of come back to a lot of these AI things. Yeah, I might go back to Linux and get back on that, but it's been a long time, so can't really call myself a Linux user. OBS seems to be a lot more famous than StreamYard. I've heard more about OBS than I have with StreamYard. Oh yeah, OBS has been around for a long time. Everything has been built around OBS. I don't know what StreamYard started off from. It looked like it was their own kind of intellectual property, but Again, I don't know enough. OBS was tedious. Yeah. I relate. I know. I totally relate. It took me quite a while when setting it up and getting it right. Making sure that things weren't just skipping around, like it wasn't, I was dropping frames or audio doubling up. It is quite a bit, but I've learned a lot. Hence why, if you want help, I'm here to help. Let me make that learning process shorter, as my main goal here is to help creators learn more about TubeBuddy in a short amount of time, master it sooner. I'm here for all things support. Will there be an explanation of thumbnail analyzer? Yeah. If you want to learn more about it, happy to do it. Next week or in the next couple weeks, I'll keep that in mind. I'll write down that request and do something a bit more on thumbnail analyzer. That way, we can test out how all that works. I've been meaning to do something like that, so perhaps do a live stream of, in real time, coming up with the best thumbnail to use for a lot of the videos that are already on the channel, because I'm going to be replacing all of those thumbnails at some point. So I want to have a different set, and maybe we can do that. We can explore all of the different ways that Thumbnail Analyzer will look at all my thumbnail ideas and see what we can learn from it. In the same exact way as we did with this stream on AI, it's there to enhance creativity. It's there to spark ideas, not to tell you what to do. Or that this is the say all, do all. It's here's some data. Use it to enhance your decision making and your creativity. And that's a great, I'm glad you brought that up. I'll be sure to do something like that. And also, let me know if you want to see more real-time live, maybe optimizing TubeBuddy support, coming up with the next video. If you just want to see it in real time, I'd be happy to do live streams of that instead. That way there's value. It's not just a sit here tutorial. It's a, here's a goal, common goal. Hopefully you can learn from it. Let me know if that sounds good to you. I think if you did a stream about OBS would be useful for the participants of the streams. Yeah, noted. Noted. Aga, no problem. It happens. Good thing it's going to be a video on demand, so you can always watch after the fact. Hit like, help us out. If you haven't already, hit that like. Appreciate it. The more this info can be out into the world to help other creators, the better. So know that your like will add to that. It'll help creators. We're creators supporting creators. That's what we do. That's what we are. Yeah. Minecraft. At least you made it. Yeah. Well, everyone, thank you so much. We're a little over, but I think this was awesome. This is really cool, really fun. Thank you, Surviving Jay, for sparking some of those ideas. And everyone's just for being on the channel. That way I can see a bit more of what you're interested in. And I'm going to keep talking to you in Discord. Let's keep the conversation going. I want to help make these awesome for you. So that means let me know what you like. Let me know what you want. I want to help with it. We'll go from there. Take care. Till next time, everybody, all the peeps, all the lovelies, wonderful people you. Drink your water. Keep on creating. Bye.